Every summer, every winter, or every season, I'll be missing her. No matter how much time goes by, my love for her will never die.
This is no longer my one-bedroom apartment. I'm gonna miss this place, but the next place is a lot better. Hello friends, good morning and welcome back to my channel. We are gonna be working on the studio today, but first I need coffee.
Wow, you look so perfect. I'll hit the ground if you keep on looking at me like that. And you
Much better. So as you guys know, I recently moved to a 2-bedroom apartment and the 2nd bedroom I'm using for my studio. This will be the first time since I've moved out that I'll have a whole room dedicated to my work, which is so crazy to think about. With that being said though, we've been living here for a little more than a week and my entire focus was just in this living space. It was very important to me that I set up this space because, I don't know, I'm the type of person where if I don't feel at home, I can't work. So now that this living space is pretty much done, I can finally dedicate energy to the studio. Welcome to Uncomfy Headquarters. We have a lot of space to work with. However, this is the only room that doesn't get any direct sunlight. So as you can see, the living room right now is super warm and bright. And here it's just, you know, it's not as warm. It's also pretty empty right now. So my big goal for this room is to add warmth, personality, and functionality to the studio because of course this is a place that I'm gonna be working. We just put up these shelves yesterday, one on each side of the wall. So I think that's helping a lot. And you guys also gave me a lot of suggestions for this blank closet door here. So yeah, I think the plan for today is to do a lot of rearranging, a lot of decluttering because behind those doors is just a mess, let me tell you right now. And hopefully by the end of this video, we'll have a workspace that truly feels like me. As far as my vision for the studio, I really want it to be airy and organic and warm and just like cozy vibes, but I also needed an additional work surface. So I found this secretary desk on Article, which is perfect for my needs. Not only is this a beautiful warm toned wood, it's mid-century modern, but also it opens up. So not only is it additional storage, but it's also an additional work surface. My studio assistant has already been working on this and it's just been so nice to work side by side along with each other, but also not elbow each other. Right now I'm using it to store makeup and perfume because honestly, it's like the perfect little vanity, but I think I want to take advantage of all the storage in here and use it for my small business supplies. So let's do that. Hi guys, so after about an hour of rearranging, reorganizing, and putting up some picture frames, this side of the studio is pretty much done. I had a pretty hard time figuring out what I wanted to put here actually because at first I started with my clay supplies, but it just didn't feel right. So I decided to really lean into the secretary desk of it all. So here's gonna be my memo pads, my pens, my notebooks, and my camera stuff. And all of these guys are gonna be clay models that I use for reference. And here I have an extra pair of glasses, a little globe lamp, camera lenses, and of course my Spotify counter. I just think it's the cutest thing that when you first walk into my studio, you'll immediately see my YouTube plaque as well as all of my shop orders. I'm so happy I finally got all of this sorted because I can't stress how much I love this desk. I feel like it just adds so much character and warmth to this otherwise really modern space. Article has such amazing delivery and customer service. You even have people that can build it for you if you want, and the whole experience in general is just so pleasant. Because Article is an online-only furniture store, the prices are so good for such amazing quality. Moving can be super stressful, but on the furniture shopping end, Article makes it super easy. They also have fast and affordable shipping throughout the US and Canada. And of course, I have a discount code for you guys. You can scan this QR code here or click the link below to get $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. And thank you, Article, for sponsoring this video. Good morning, guys. It's been a couple days. I have some studio updates to show you, but first let's eat some breakfast. Usually I'll eat before I have coffee, but today I just really needed the coffee. I made like a little pumpkin spice thing with my Nespresso machine and my Trader Joe's creamer, so this day is already off to a great start. But now I think I should have some real food. Let's make pesto eggs. Alright, I finished eating my breakfast. It was so yummy. I haven't made breakfast for myself in so long. These past few weeks have just been... my throat's all dry too. These past few weeks have just been so busy and I have not been taking care of myself. So I'm really proud that I made breakfast for the first time in a while. This might be weird, but pesto eggs are really special to me because they were one of the first things that I ever learned how to cook for myself. I think I was even in one of my first vlogs ever. I was making pesto eggs back when I was living at my parents' house, and now I'm living on my own. And a couple years later, I'm still accidentally popping the yolk. Before we get to the studio again, I want to show you guys all the updates that we made to the living space because I forgot to show you guys at the beginning of this vlog. So noticeably the biggest change here is the living room. If you guys remember from my apartment tour, it was previously really empty, but now we've added all of these prints, a big shelf with a ton of plants. I spent like way too much money on plants at Home Depot, but it's so worth it because then we can propagate the rest of these and have even more plants. We also added these floating shelves in the corner here, and I think this really is a testament to just like going with the flow and using what you have. We also managed to hang these up. They really do just add a ton of warmth and personality to an otherwise empty corner, which I really love. We also finally got this grass rug cleaned because unfortunately this is the rug that we had when we started potty training Winnie, so it was just really due for a deep clean, and now I'm happy to have it in the living room. I think this is the best place for it for now. Eventually I want to add something here to like even out this emptiness, either with a longer TV console and a bigger TV, or just by getting another bookshelf like this one to add some more symmetry. So yeah, that is the living room, and an unexpected favorite of this apartment is down here in the entryway. Right when you enter, we have our ugly shoes, but then we have this magnificent donut lamp from IKEA. This hallway was just so dark, so we needed something to add some light. So instead of adding like a plug-in nightlight, we decided to put the donut lamp here. And the footage does not do it justice. It's like when you walk in, you're greeted by a glowing donut, and it makes me so happy. It's the little things like this that bring me so much joy with home decorating. And if you're wondering where all my paintings went, they all got hung up here in this hallway. I put the paintings there because, I don't know, even though I painted them myself and I really cherish them and I'm proud of myself at the time, my art style is just different. I also think my last apartment, I really struggled with way too much maximalism. So in this apartment, I'm trying to tone it down just a little bit. All right, now we can finally head back into the studio. Sorry, I forgot to take you with me. So this is where we left off, and everything is more or less in its place. I asked you guys for suggestions for what to do with these closet doors because beforehand they were very, very empty, but I don't know. I kind of like it better when it's like one side is open or when they're both put in the middle like this. I think it creates more depth in the room, and along with wallpaper, a lot of you guys just suggested to take the doors off themselves, which is a good idea, but I think I'm just gonna take the easy route and leave the doors as they are. Okay, I think I have an idea. I'm thinking that we move all of this ugly storage onto this side of the door, which will remain covered, and that we move this shelf over here. So when I'm filming and I want the direct sunlight here, I can have this in the background, and I can also have a pretty storage unit behind me. And since everything is mostly in its place, I just have to declutter for the rest of the day, which is gonna be fun. I'm just itching to get rid of things for some reason.
No words can explain what I'm feeling. Being with you feels as easy as breathing. And right when I do, you just go on and sleep.
I feel like this is gonna be such a cozy backdrop for when I'm filming, or even dead on when I'm sitting here, there'll still be like a little glow behind me. I found another plant in my house that can survive with lower lighting, so I think this will be good. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna place things that I reach for every day here because it's gonna be so much easier to grab it from here as opposed to when the shelf was here. I felt like I was always crammed in between this air purifier, this desk, and this desk. I also got this lamp, which is so bright. So this has been my favorite room to be in at nighttime because these lamps are just so warm and bright, as opposed to out there. We don't really have too many lamps out there yet. It gets worse before it gets better. I think I'm gonna start decluttering all of this now.
Every summer, every winter, or every season, I'll be missing her. No matter how much time goes by, my love for her will never die. Lately I've been wondering why goodbyes can be this sweet, yet we still cry. With all the wind goes our mistakes, my love for her will never change.
All right, friends, it's been about an hour or so and I'm officially done with the closet. This side is significantly uglier, but that's because it's gonna be hidden for the majority of the time. This is all my extras, like my extra tape, Mod Podge, chalk pastels, an extra cord extension, some extra sketchbooks. These are like my emergency mailers. I don't use these anymore, but in case I run out, they're here. These are all the things that I may need eventually, but I don't reach for every single day. Especially this printer, it's really nice to have for emergencies, but since I started outsourcing all of my thank you cards and thank you stickers, I think the last time I used it was like 3 months ago. So she's here if I need her. There's an outlet right there that's close by, but otherwise this door is gonna be closed. And while it's okay if both of these doors are closed, I moved this shelf in here to make the background a little bit more interesting. We're out here again because I'm really tired. It's just like small, tedious things left. Decluttering some of the drawers and hanging up some more picture frames, but otherwise, it's pretty much done. If I really wanted to get into it, I could totally declutter the whole closet again because there's just a lot of stuff and a lot of supplies in there that I don't think I'll be using anymore now that I'm doing more designing and manufacturing. The reason why I haven't been filming as much is because I had that huge fall drop, and the first week in this apartment was just moving, getting everything settled as fast as I could, like not taking my time at all so that I could make and pack orders and ship them out. It was just all-nighter after all-nighter, and then one final night where I literally only got like 2 hours of sleep. Like, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I think a lot of it has to do with the way I saw my parents working so hard growing up, that if I don't work super hard and if I'm not killing myself over my work, I'm not valuable enough. I'm not working hard enough. I think that's something that I've discovered this month especially. You know, like, why do I need to prove my self-worth by doing this to myself over and over again? Like, I've always told myself that eventually I'm gonna move on to designing plushies, manufacturing things, making stationery, like just doing that instead of focusing all my energy on handmade art. It's so time consuming and so labor intensive. Like this week I've just felt so unmotivated, but it's been the hardest week of my life at the same time. Finally, now that those orders are out, I feel like I can move on and progress, and I'm really excited for that. Speaking of manufacturing and designing things, Amanda Rachel sent me some of her stuff and I'm so excited to show you guys. She sent me her Teddy tote bag. I absolutely love this zipper detailing. It's like not a normal zipper, it's a sparkle. Along with that is the matching Teddy dotted notebook. And I'm literally so excited for this. She sent me her Keep Doodling Teddy supply bag. So this is really cool because it extends, but it also condenses so that you can stand this up and grab pens as you're writing. And then the creme de la creme, she sent me her 2025 doodle planner. This is the one in denim, which is one of my favorite designs from her. And if you've never seen her work, she illustrates all the pages and designs everything to be a coloring book. So you can plan out your day, but also decompress by coloring. I just admire her work so much. This is such high quality. Everything to the little bookmark here is completely custom designed. And moving forward, I think this is gonna be my goal for my business, to make it as long lasting as possible. I think I'm gonna step away from handmade goods and do more of this. Amanda Rachel has been on YouTube for the past 7 years, I think. So I really admire her business model, along with Tiny Protectors, Shop Zoki. Those are the businesses that I truly admire. After talking for a bit, I feel a lot better. So let's get back to the studio.
머릿속에 맴돌아 아무리 잊으려 해도 온종일 너만 기억해 네가 좋아했던 노래 우리 다투던 말들 사랑했던 말들 텅 빈 방에 해고했던
Hi guys, it's been a couple hours. Shortly after I checked in with you, I actually finished setting up the studio. Putting up the prints took less than 10 minutes. I don't know why I was agonizing over it so much. But then I took Winnie on a walk. It was like the perfect autumn brisk air. So yeah, that was really nice. And I wanted to show you guys what the studio looks like at nighttime. I feel like actually this room shines best at nighttime, which is so ironic because I'm not a night person, but daylight savings is actually next week, so I think this will be perfect for me. Like when it gets dark super early, I'll still have a cozy space to work. And sorry if there's a little background noise, Mr. Uncomfy is cooking in the kitchen, but can you believe that I can actually still film a video while he's cooking? This has never been the case before. So here's what the studio looks like when you first walk in. And of course, here's the little area that I was working on all weekend. This side is where my clay oven lives. So she's here right next to this beautiful mushroom lamp I got from IKEA as well. And up here, I didn't quite know what to display, so there are just my old cameras that I don't use anymore. Here is my desk. So basically, we are finally done setting up the studio. I'm so excited to design more products in here and make more art. Overall, the studio is pretty different from what I had before, but I also hope that it evokes the same sense of coziness and comfort that we're all used to. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for following along this crazy journey. I couldn't have done it without you. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.
Rusty red on her shoulder, I was cleaning her shoe when it clicked on the trot over in the bright morning dew. We brushed and we braided dandelions into